Hey everyone, it's Melinda with TAILOREDANTEAL. I am a part-time online reseller who goes to thrift stores, antique shops, flea markets, discount stores, basically anywhere where I can find a good deal to buy inventory for cheap and then flip it online for hopefully a higher profit. I am currently listing and selling on Poshmark, Mercari, eBay, and Facebook Marketplace. And today we're going over what sold on those platforms from March 16th through March 31st of 2022. Please disregard this little mess back here. I was in the middle of a project that I didn't get to finish, and there's just too many little boxes that I just didn't feel like moving. So you will be seeing something about these little boxes soon. That is in a video to come. It has already been recorded, but I have to edit it and get it up. So look forward to that. I actually had sales on Facebook Marketplace and on Mercari, which was awesome because the other places were lacking. So the first sale on Facebook Marketplace was this faux leather brown floral embroidered belt. I actually think that this was just from Walmart, but I got it in a Jomar belt box. I absolutely love selling belts. I know I've said it 14 times before, but I'm gonna say it again. They're easy to list, easy to ship, and easy to store, and they're relatively cheap. But it sold for $12, and for a Walmart belt, I would consider that pretty good. And then the second sale was a sterling silver hand-painted glass beaded bracelet. This was not a stretch bracelet. It was more like a rollover bracelet, but all of the little silver beads that were in between the glass painted beads were all sterling silver, including the little rings, which you could add charms to or just leave them dangle or take them off. And this was actually an item that I had just recently relisted on Facebook Marketplace, and it sold for a full asking price of $18. So of my two Facebook sales, we had $30 in sales. There was $2.11 in fees, giving me a profit of $27.89. And then Mercari, we had 4 sales. The first sale was a graphic sweatshirt. It was a phrase from the movie Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. It was on a Totally Good Time tag, which I've never seen before. I did reference 80s pop culture in the listing, and it sold for $16. And the person who bought it reached out to me and said that it's one of her favorite movies, so I knew it just needed to go to the right person. Next up, we had 2 Logo by Lori Goldstein sales, which were kind of back to back. One was on the 20th and the next one was on the 24th. And if you watched my most recent video of this haul, I called this baby poop green because I have really no idea what color it is. It's like a brownish, greenish, almost like an olive green, just I don't know. If anyone knows this specific color, let me know because I was racking my brain trying to figure it out. The first one was a size extra large. That one sold for $22. And the other one was a size large and it sold for $20. And the lady who bought the size large asked me if I had any other logo items. I told her that my Mercari store or closet, whatever you call it over there, was full of items, so to take a look, and if she was interested, let me know and I would give her a good deal. Nothing has resulted in that yet, but she was really happy with it. And she had already worn the shirt a couple of times, and she said that she'd gotten so many comments on it. So, baby poop green sells, I guess. And then the last sale was a Madden Girl faux leather heeled boots. They were right under the knee, so knee high, I guess is what you would consider them. They had a side zipper, really nice condition, and they sold for full asking price of $25. So of my 4 Mercari sales, we had $83 in sales, $11.91 in fees, giving me a total of $71.09, and my average sales price was $20.75 for each item that sold. Moving on to Poshmark, where I had 14 sales. I'm not going to go over every sale on Poshmark and eBay, but I will go over some highs, some lows, some fun sales, some not so fun sales. Of course, letting you know how much they sold for as well. So the first sale I want to go over is a Zara basic pair of jeans. They were skinny leg, but they had these really cute little tiny pom-poms on the bottom hem, kind of like fringe, just pom-pom fringe. I picked these up at the Salvation Army, I think. I thought they were so cute. They sold for $18 and they took a little bit longer than what I thought. Next is a Max Mara silk asymmetrical skirt. This I got out of a ThredUp rescue box. I think it was just a normal like 25 piece or 25 pound, whatever they call it now, box. This I've had in my inventory since April of 2020. It did have a hole in it and there were some snags to the fabric. I noted everything, of course, and it still sold for $23, and that was an offer that someone had sent to me. Next is an item that I've had in my inventory since 2019, and I am so happy to see them go. It was a pair of Vince Camuto leather perforated flats. These weren't in the greatest condition. They definitely had some wear on the inner sole. Someone sent me a $14 offer and I instantly accepted. Next is a new with tags Eloquii Elements peplum waist denim jacket. This was a size 14. Again, it was out of my most recent haul video, which I'll link that video up here if you haven't watched it yet. I believe it sold within a week of me listing it, and it sold for $24, and that was an offer that I sent the customer. Then we have a pair of boots that came from my Cozy Threads boot box. This was the brand Anne Michelle, which I'd never heard of before, but apparently her stuff sells pretty well and pretty frequently. Not for like the highest dollar amount, but I was really surprised on the sell-through rate. These had no size anywhere, so if it was either worn off or maybe the sticker underneath fell off. I measured it and I also tried them on, and I said that they were about an 8.5 to a size 9. They were a beautiful faux suede dark brown color with these like lavender accents with the Western style stitching. I sent the customer an offer for $17 with discounted shipping. They accepted and I got 5 stars. So I'm hoping that they fit like I said that they did. Next up was a bundle, and it's a bundle of the same item, just in different colors. So I purchased these Ray Dunn Game Day baseball hats off of TJ Maxx when they were doing their yellow tag clearance sale. I think it was back in January they did that, end of January. I purchased 4 of the black hats and only 1 of the maroon because that's all that they had. I purchased them for $5 a piece. This person contacted me saying that she wanted to purchase both the maroon and the black hat, and she was offering me $30, and I had them listed at $25 each, so it would have been $50. I said, if you could come up to $35, they're yours. And she said, I'm so sorry, I can't. I can only afford the $30. So I went ahead and I accepted it. Perfectly happy with a quick flip, and hopefully she likes her new hats. So they sold together for $30. And then the second Eloquii denim jacket with the little peplum flare waist sold. This was a size 24. Someone sent me an offer for $25 and I graciously accepted because I think I had it listed for $30. So I love reasonable offers. And then the last thing I wanted to go over is an Edista, and that's Edista charcoal gray ruffle hem cardigan duster. This I purchased off of ThredUp's outlet center. This did have some small snags on the inside, but didn't affect the outside of it. Someone just came in and purchased it outright for $20. So of my 14 Poshmark sales, we had $242 in sales, $52.10 in fees. I only gave out $6.87 in shipping discounts this time, which after I looked over my numbers, I realized that I accepted a lot of offers from my customers instead of them accepting my Posh or VA. So that's why it was less shipping discounts this time, giving me a profit of $183.03 with an average sales price of $17.29. Moving on to eBay, where I had 12 sales. Again, not sure what's going on with eBay. I just recently put 148 old items on $199 auction. I've had 2 bids so far. I would like to get more. So hopefully the next video I will have an update on how many items sold from those auctions, and hopefully it gets some traffic to my store. So the first sale I want to go over is a blue and gray mixed media blue blouse. Such a beautiful color blue too. Very, very soft material. This sold for $18, which was an offer that the customer sent to me. And it sold through the global shipping program, and it went all the way to the United Kingdom. And I thought this was so sweet. The buyer sent me a message saying, "Thank you so much for accepting my offer. I'm sending this blouse to my sister and I hope that it will cheer her up." So I hope that she really likes her blouse, and that was such a sweet sentiment to buy a blouse in America for someone overseas. I mean, I'm sure that they paid a lot in shipping and fees, but a very, very nice sentiment for sure. Next, another Logo by Lori Goldstein item. This was a blue eyelet ruffle, like peasant blouse. It sold for $20, and that was an offer that someone sent to me. Then we had an item that I sourced from ThredUp's Outlet Center. Again, I love looking through their assorted brands for any like good deals or hidden gems, and this was one of them. But I did not know that until I got the item and I researched it. So the listing was just one picture. It said wool scarf, and it was 100% wool. But when I looked at the tag close up, I knew that it looked old, like it was a vintage tag. And when I got it in, it was actually made in the United Kingdom, and it was a, let me get her name because I'm gonna forget and I want to get the right name. It was a vintage Georgina von Etzdorf pure new wool scarf. That's exactly what the tag said. And her signature was cursive. And honestly, in my head, it still doesn't even look like what her name is because it's so messy, to me at least. I'll put the tag up here. If you see this tag, definitely look it up. This sold within a few days of me listing it for full asking price of $49.99. Some of her stuff can go for even higher. This one had a few small spots that I wasn't sure if it was part of the fabric or not, and it was dry clean only. I noted that in the listing, and I actually got 5-star feedback saying it was absolutely perfect, even better than what they were expecting. So always love to hear that. Next up, we have one of my favorite brands to sell, a Talbots blouse, like a bluish, purplish color. It was lined and it had eyelet details all over it, and this sold for $21. Then we have a purse that I got out of my most recent ThredUp handbag purse, which I'll also link that video up here if you want to watch it. This purse had seen some better days. It was very well loved, but the leather on the outside was so soft and in pretty good condition. There were a few areas of separation with the double handles. I did notate that. I have a feeling that a perfume bottle either leaked or broke within the purse. I tried my best to get rid of the smell. I washed it, I deodorized it with a spray, I Febrezed it, I did everything that I could think to do without ruining the leather, and it still had a slight smell. So I listed it as is, and it sold overnight for $33.99. I was running a 15% off sale, so I believe it was listed at $39.99, but super happy with that. And I hope the person gets more life out of it because it was a really nice purse, just those few small flaws. Next item is another item that I purchased from ThredUp's Outlet Center. Actually, this was not at the Outlet Center. This was just a plain item that was on sale, but the fabric content is what was interesting to me. So I'm gonna butcher this name. It is French. It's L'Autre-Chose. So sorry. Baby alpaca button front cardigan. It had a color blocking pattern to it. Really nice condition, had this cute little fringe on the bottom, and it sold very fast for $55.24. I only paid $6.54 for this from ThredUp, so very, very happy with that. I just went with my gut. I knew that baby alpaca is a good material to look out for, so definitely look up whatever you're sourcing if it has baby alpaca in it. It might be a bolo. Another item to go over was a fail. It was a fail. So this was an American Apparel black floral button-down shirt. This was a men's, even though I was very concerned that it was a woman's just based off of the pattern, but due to the fit and the measurements and everything, it was a men's shirt. It was heavily faded. Whoever wore this previously loved it to death, but it was still in good condition, sellable condition at least. Someone sent me an offer for $10. I happily accepted that because of the condition, and I ended up making a $6 profit off of it. So I'm happy it didn't go to the landfill because that was probably the next step. The next and last sale I want to go over is a new with tags Tom's Wear floral sleeveless fit and flare dress. It was actually like a skater dress too, you could consider it. I think Tom's Wear is just a boutique brand, maybe even sold on Amazon or something, but it was such a cute floral springy print. I had this listed for $19.99. I've had it in my inventory since 2019. So someone in California sent me a $10 offer, and she said, I'm sending you this $10 offer because $6.25 is too expensive for shipping. And I thought to myself, since when is $6.25 for a knit dress expensive, especially when you live on one coast and I live on the other coast? However, the professional reseller in me bit my tongue, accepted her offer, and shipped it out the next day. You can't win them all. Hopefully she likes her $10 dress, and moving on. I'm glad I had the sale. Okay, so of my 12 eBay sales, we had $263.47. I made a shipping profit of $21.50 because what I charge the customer versus what I pay is actually a little more. $61.76 in fees, giving me a profit of $223.21 with an average sales price of $21.96. And now moving on to my total numbers, where I had 32 sales, $618.47 in sales, $113.25 in fees, $143.18 in my cost of goods, giving me a net profit of $362.04. And my average cost of goods was a little higher this time. It was at $4.47, but I sold the thread up purse, which was almost $9 of my cost of goods. And then I sold a couple of other things that were higher, around $6 cost of goods. So totally happy with that, especially with the amount of high dollar sales that I had on eBay specifically. Well, that concludes this video of what sold from March 16th through the 31st of 2022. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're not subscribed and you like what sold videos, I put out these videos twice a month or every 2 weeks, and we would love to have you here. And if you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up before you leave. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!